So today's video is a makeup tutorial using the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. It's the look I'm wearing right now. I am using two other eyeshadows that are not in this palette because I wanted like a deeper purplier shadow and then like an orangey gold. I really like how it turned out. My falsies look terrible, so I'm so sorry in the close-ups you're like, ew, your lashes look horrible. They really do. It's just I have reused these specific lashes too many times. Like, it was definitely time to throw them away, but I popped them on anyway, so they were kind of harder to put on and they just look a hot mess. But anyway, I really like how this look turned out. Besides that, I love how it pairs with this lip. I really like it. So if you want to see how to get this look, then just keep watching. So I'm starting off this look with priming my eyes as usual. This is the Urban Decay Primer Potion in Enigma, and jumping into the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I'm taking Tempera and I'm just using this to set down the primer, and then I'm going into Raw Sienna and I'm using this shadow as my crease shade. I'm taking this on a Sigma brush, it's E40, and I am just buffing this into my crease little by little, just intensifying the color as I go. Now I'm going to take Burnt Orange. I love this shade. It's kind of like Raw Sienna, but a little bit more orange. And I'm using this on another Sigma brush. This is the E35. And I am just doing the exact same thing, but adding a little bit more color. Then I'm going to take Red Ochre. I think this is one of my favorite shades in the palette for sure. And I'm using a brush from the brand Juvia's Place. It's their J127 Precision brush. It's kind of like a very thin crease brush. And I'm just packing this on the outer corners and then dragging it into my crease. And then I'm packing it on the inner corner as well. I'm going to leave my lid bare in the center so that I can apply the gold shadow there. But after I do that, I'm going to go into Burnt Orange again on another fluffy brush. I don't know why I'm using so many different crease brushes, but this is the Luxie 205 brush. And I'm just using that to blend out the edges of Red Ochre. And then with another brush, this is the Zoeva 224 brush. I'm just using the shade Love Letter to blend out the edges. Now I'm going to go in with a purple eyeshadow. This is Makeup Forever M928, I believe. And I'm doing the same thing I did with Red Ochre. I'm applying a little bit on the outer corners and in the inner part as well. I wanted something a little bit more purpley red instead of just red, if that makes sense. So now I'm taking the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Kathleen Lights. This is one of the colors I created with the Where the Light Is quad, and I'm just adding that to the center. And then I'm taking Raw Sienna on a fluffy blending brush again and just blending out the edges. Lots and lots of blending. I'm gonna go back in with Tempera and I'm using this as my brow bone highlight. I love this underneath the brow bone. Oh my gosh, excuse my brows. I need to get them done. But anyway, going back into Red Ochre, I'm just intensifying the colors, and I'm also blending this color in with Kathleen Lights because I don't want any harsh edges. So I want to make sure the red blends in nicely with the gold. So that's what I'm doing there. And then I went back in with the Kathleen Lights shade just to intensify the gold. I'm going to skip to my face before I finish off the eyes. I'm using the Glossier Priming Moisturizer to prime my skin and to moisturize. And then I went in with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. I'm in the shade 203. And I have mixed feelings on this foundation. I like that it lasts, and I like that it doesn't feel like super greasy and dewy on the skin, but it still gives me a glow. But at the end of the day, it kind of clings to my dry patches. I have to work with it a little bit more, but I'm still testing it out. For concealer, this is something that I do truly love. This is the Born This Way Concealer by Too Faced. I love the consistency of this. I'm using this to kind of mask my dark circles and to also highlight the other points of my face. And then I'm just blending everything in with this Pure sponge. This is from the brand Pure. I love this sponge. I've talked about it before. So yeah, just blending all that in. And that's my Winnie girl back there smelling my lipsticks and doing, I don't know what she's doing, but yeah, moving on. So I'm going to take my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores pressed powder, and I'm using this on my pores because I find that this foundation kind of sinks into my pores a little bit. Like it emphasizes my pores a little bit more than I want it to. So I'm setting my concealer and masking those pores as well. Now to finish off the eyes, I'm going in with the NYX Très Jolie Gel Black Eyeliner. This is in the shade Pitch Black. I'm using this to line my waterline and to tight line as well. And then I'm going to go in with burnt orange on a pencil brush, and I'm going to smoke my lower lash line out. I'm using pretty much the same shadows I used on my lid just to smoke out the lash line. So first burnt orange, and then I'm taking red ochre and doing the exact same thing. This pencil brush is my all-time favorite. It's the Morphe E36. And I'm also taking that Makeup Forever shadow on that same brush and doing the same thing. I think this brush might be getting discontinued and I don't understand why. But anyway, moving on to mascara. I'm using the Flower Beauty Zoom In Mascara, and then I'm gonna highlight my inner corners. I'm mixing these two shades, Primavera and Tempera, to add to my inner corners. And I popped on some falsies. These are the Camellia Lashes by Kiss. And to contour my face / bronze, I didn't really do like heavy contouring. It was more like bronzing up the skin. I'm using my NARS Laguna bronzer, one of my favorite bronzers of all time. And then I went in with this magical, beautiful, delicious blush. This is from Sleek Makeup and it's in the shade Suede. And then to highlight the tops of my cheekbones, I'm actually taking an eyeshadow trio. This is a baked eyeshadow trio by the brand J-Cat. It's in the shade Dulce de Leche, and I have been loving this to highlight my face. I took off my headband and zhuzhed my hair up a little bit. And then I'm gonna go in with my lip color. This is the Ashton Liquid Lipstick by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and that completes this makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Freaking lashes look horrible.
No,
I messed up here.
yo te la veo perfecta.
Claro, because you're far, but if you get close, my lashes don't look that great. Venus, if you will, listen for me, a good.
Este pelo más rico había que cuando llegué.
Hold. Oh, in here?
Yeah, eso está rica esa.
1,000 wishes.
Too much, too much, too much, too much.